Alright, from Saturday, I didn't want to do a show, but I put this out in the community and I said, if I drop the video in the next hour, would you actually watch it? And about 1,000 people, about 820 people responded, yes, I need an update. So if I don't get at least 1,000 views in this video in the first 15 minutes, I'm not doing any other updates in the weekends. But I think it's also an important one. So I actually wanted to tell you this. This is what I tweeted on the 27th. And I said, what do you see? The right answer keeps their capital. And in the group as well, in the community, which is, you can find a link in the description. I also updated you all the way what I'm doing, and I'm waiting for this push into this higher time frame order block and then a rejection from there. And that seems to be playing out now. I updated you that I took a SUI short and all the other shorts that I have been taking. And then this is the important part where I said AMD. Now, I have a full video on AMD. We're going to put it up there, accumulation, manipulation, distribution. But the reason why it's important for me to come here today is because that AMD is yet again playing out. Okay, let me explain to you. So in the 15-minute, if I looked at this, I was of the opinion that, market, if you've been following this channel, if you haven't, well, watch the daily updates. I drop these every single day and I guide you through my thought process on how I look at the market. And so I've been saying that markets always move in market structure, and this is the actual market structure. And so because there's 3 consecutive candles here, I consider this to be a very strong 4-hour level. And because this is a strong 4-hour level, this should in theory hold. Now, why do I say that? I say that because if this level doesn't hold, that will confirm the reversal, and then we can take another approach. But taking long positions now in a higher time frame supply zone that resulted in this massive meltdown is like taking a piss against the wind. So that said, what I believe is going to happen is that we are going to reject. And I was looking for a signal to know where to actually start taking my short positions. And the beautiful AMD, accumulation, manipulation, distribution, played out here. So as you see here, this is accumulation. Again, I have a whole strategy. I put this up there previously. I'm going to link it in the description as well. But this here is accumulation. This area here is when we chop around like this, it's accumulation. Something is happening. Smart money is doing some kind of accumulation, getting ready for a move. And then this here is the manipulation, meaning we have a high formed and we have a close. The market closes above that previous high, and then the distribution phases gets confirmed by an immediate reversal and close below. Now, this does happen on the 1-minute chart, 15-minute chart, but also happened on the hourly chart. So if I look at the hourly chart, this is a beautiful close below the hourly level. This is. So it's not just an AMD on 15-minute, but it's a seriously strong confirmation on the hourly chart. Again, this is the higher time frame. We have a close below here and possibly a push in today or whatever, and then a continuation down. So I have opened my shorts. I told you in the community what shorts I'm opening, and also here on the channel, I think we talked about this on Thursday. So, but you can see these here. These are the shorts: Doge, ETH, Bitcoin, SUI. All of them are posted in here, so you can just scroll back and see. But these are the shorts that I'm staying in. Now, what am I expecting? So a couple of things can happen here. One of them is that this is actually just a trap, which is, I don't think it is happening, but which can happen, that this is just a trap and then we push further. If it is a trap, guys, I'm happy to get stopped because this does not go higher. Because the reason is because 3.17 trillion is still the 4-hour high. So that still means even if this is a trap and we're going to go above, this can still reject from after liquidating above the current high. So I'm not worried about that at all. The second scenario, which I think is most likely, is that the US has been closed, obviously, on the weekend. So on futures open, we're going to pump in here. And this is like a decent pump. It's like a 1.5% pump. We potentially can pump, the market can pump into this on futures open, and then I would expect the reversal and the rejection. Now, the rejection is going to be the important point. The question is, where does the rejection come? Does the rejection actually just come here and comes back to the 50% of this leg, which would be down here at around 3.02? Which would be sufficient enough for me to close the shorts and whatever, it would be nice, or it actually is a full-blown reversal and takes out this liquidity here, which is what I would want to see happen. So what I'm going to look out for is that either we pump and then reject, that's fine. If we pump and I see a lower time frame, meaning a 5-minute market structure shift, I am going to add to my shorts. But either way, if we come down here, I want to look out for a higher high on the 15-minute chart. If I see that, I'm going to close my positions most likely, because then we have a possibility, or the market can potentially close above the 4-hour and continue higher. But if that does not happen and we start selling off, guys, if we close below this level, 2.94, if the market closes below here, I think we're going to new lows down here at 2.74, and that possibly, as I've been talking a lot about this throughout the week, possibly will be the actual result of taking us down all the way here to the 2.54 or whatever that is. Also, what I was looking at is that on the daily, this is almost a complete retrace to the daily OB. So it can still happen that we have a push, or the market has a push into this daily OB and then reject from there, but we'll take it step by step next week. One thing is sure, I am shorting short term, and when people tell me that Fefe is going to miss the bottom and whatever, well, let me show you something. These are the butts that I set up publicly with you, okay? Bitcoin 18%, Error 12% up, Aster 15 down, Tau 21% up, Hype 20% up. It's a week ago I set these bots up, okay? So I have these bots because I want to accumulate for the 2026 bull market. If you don't know what that is, or if you don't know what I mean by that, please go and check this video out. This is going to be the one how I actually bought the dip and how I'm preparing for 2026. I deployed back 5 to 10% of my capital into the market, so go and check that out. And yeah, guys, it's a short update. I hope you liked it. I hope it makes sense. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm probably not going to be able to reply to them because I'm going to be spending time with the family. But other than that, truly appreciate you all, and I will see you on Monday. Take care.